Okay, so now we're switching gears to outreach.
Sweet.
Let's take a look at these.
Here's a good one.
Oh my goodness, there's gravity. Okay,
Wow.
and wind. We don't need Big Brother to educate ourselves. We don't need Big Brother to tell us how to think. We don't need Big Brother to occupy our minds. www.occupyflint.org.
These are some of our ones that are aimed kind of at college students.
Oops, the wind is aiming at me. Asked questions. Why can't college graduates find good employment? Why is the cost of our higher education out of control? Why is there a curfew on our First Amendment rights? What has happened to American innovation? Who is defending our choices? So where are we putting these?
On cars.
On cars. More cars.
Cool.
This is kind of forced outreach, I suppose is the best way to put it.
Yeah. And then we have these, which are we've been putting out today too. They're kind of a prototype for a new flyer that we've been working on.
It's not much.
We have, I'm just going to read it. We have peaceably assembled in Flint, Michigan, as is our right to let these and many other facts about the 1% be known. They have held students hostage with tens of thousands of dollars of debt on education, which is itself a human right. They have participated in the torture and murder of innocent civilians overseas. They continue to create weapons of mass destruction in order to receive government contracts. If you are not outraged, you are not paying attention. Occupy Flint. But they do make weapons of mass distraction that we call the bread and circuses of things like American Idol. People know who won and lost an American Idol, but they don't know who's running for their local state senate.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
My name is Kim Kardashian.
I don't know who has ever won American Idol.
What's your name, by the way?
Rob.
Hi, Rob.
How you doing? Pretty fantastic. So, I know you've been asking a lot of people questions. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How long have you been with Occupy Detroit?
About 3 weeks.
Right on. I've been Occupy 6 or 7.
6 or 7 weeks?
Well, no, day 6 or 7.
Oh, day 6 or 7.
That puts me up to a month and a week today.
Cool.
So,
how'd you find out about it?
Facebook. Oh, crap.
Huh? So you learned about Occupy Flint on Facebook?
Yeah. Which I think is funny because, you know, like there's a lot of arguing and whatnot like that on Facebook, and a lot of people want to shut down Facebook, and I'm just like, but that's how half of us got here.
Sure.
You know, like I think the internet is a very valuable tool compared to like movements in the past. You know, we have an advantage right from the gate just because we have access to the internet. At least that's my opinion.
I'm actually in the middle of making a documentary about arguing on the internet.
Oh, great.
And just how people use logical fallacies and stuff to kind of ruin the conversation.
Yep.
It's called Troll.
Yeah.
But first I thought I was just going to be making a documentary about kids in mom's basement, but the more I studied it, the more I found out that corporations and governments are figuring out that you can really do a lot of damage by pretending to be a mass of people who hold a certain opinion.
Right.
They're actually writing computer programs to pretend to be large quantities of people on Facebook.
Really?
Yep. It's all real. Even the mainstream media is covering it. I was kind of surprised.
Wow, yeah, that is really surprising. They don't cover anything. Yeah, this is pretty much what I've been doing as far as outreach goes for about a month now.
You guys ever get a response?
Yeah, I mean, well, usually I try to...
These are mostly just kind of for attention grabbers, but it does have our website on the bottom if you want to learn more and check us out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. What's funny is the income disparity. It's like we drove around Flint, and parts of Flint are kind of like Detroit, and then it's like a decaying corpse of an economy. It's like the place the economy forgot. And then, but at the same token, you got all these people with really nice cars right next to places with really not so nice cars.
If you think it's bad over here, go up to the north side.
Yeah, we could take you around and get some video of some of the really blown up areas.
I mean, like the way we came over here is more or less, you know, the nicer parts of the city.
Our next target is Target. On our way over there right now.
Great big coal mine.
Let's start that over. One of your favorite things to do?
Take some flyers or post-it notes and some Scotch tape and just put it inside the stalls.
Inside the stalls.
Well,
yeah, I mean, people are always writing all kinds of meaningless stuff on there.
Yeah.
You could actually go to the to the potty and learn something for once.
Yeah, go to the porta potty, write something on there, you know, some true statement on a post-it note and just post it on the stall.
Go ahead.
The question: do we paper the Indiana car?
Well, hey, I'm sure they've got 1% there too.
Yep. Here, watch ourselves.
Let's get out of the way.
Picking up prime parking location there. There you go, guys. That's right. Occupy is everywhere.
So as I was saying, actually, when we were driving up here, I was recording the fact that I was talking about that that Target used to allow the U.S. Marine Corps to collect for Toys for Tots.
Right.
And then they don't anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I'll wait until you're not behind the sun. But yeah, to finish what I was saying, they used to allow the Marine Corps to collect for Toys for Tots, so then they stopped.
Right.
And their reasoning, meaning Target's reasoning, was that the kind of people who would donate to Toys for Tots were not their targeted demographic.
What's the targeted demographic? Scrooge McDuck?
People who don't care, I guess.
Wow.
Well, yeah, and they have to warn you to leave first anyway. But
Also, they're going to ask us to leave before they pull up.
Right. Because if it's the Flint police, it's going to take them an hour to get here.
so what have the experiences so far with the Flint police been like for Occupy Flint?
Well, so far it's pretty much been the Flint police come around and show that they'll give us a copy of the law and say, you know, you guys just make sure that you're taking care of this, and then we don't have to say anything to you. And you know, they'll say things like, you know, don't block the sidewalks, stay out of the road. And they never really say anything harsh to us. When we occupied the city hall lawn for election day, the response we got was sort of, hey, how you doing? And no, I can't take any literature because I'm in uniform right now. So it's been pretty supportive for the most part, and our mayor has also told the police pretty much leave us alone, just make sure that we're not violating any ordinances.
Good.
So it's everybody knows that it's in the toilet. Everything, the economy's in the toilet, and the police keep getting cuts. The fire department keeps getting cuts. They can't do their job effectively because they don't have the manpower, and they know that we're fighting for them too. So it's pretty nice to actually have the Flint police on your side, and then now with this financial manager thing, it's even more important because I have a feeling that once their police union gets dissolved and they all get fired and the state police come in, they're probably going to be right out there occupying with us.
I imagine so.
Yep. So it's going to be a long struggle. A lot of people are upset because we're not seeing any kind of results immediately, because people have been conditioned for instant gratification. That's not how a political struggle like this takes place. It's a process, and first we have to build community support. We have to increase education and awareness, and then we can start, trying to form. People always talk about forming political parties, but we're not ready to do that yet. And selecting a candidate that we can get behind, we're not ready to do that yet. We're not anywhere near ready to do that yet. So we're apolitical. It's that the whole idea is that you can come in with whatever political views you want, and supporting whatever candidate you want. But as a group, we're not officially endorsing any candidate. You can even see that on our Facebook sometimes. We get people who put stuff up that is very supportive towards one particular candidate, and we'll say, hey, just be aware that our website rules here are, we're not endorsing a candidate. So it's okay if you want to copy and paste something and say that, this sums up how I feel. But when you put something up there that says, for example, Ron Paul 2012, that's an imperative. That's saying, vote for Ron Paul in 2012, which is not what we're about right now.
Right.
So it's there's a lot of dissension among the ranks worse, I guess, because they don't see us doing things, and they don't see. I mean, obviously we're doing stuff, but they don't see it, and they don't see us reaching out and trying to occupy government. But that's in the works.
Right.
I mean, we're talking about, and it's just been campfire talk so far. We've been talking about occupying our city council and making changes to our city charter and doing things that will affect how the government is run. And hopefully we will be able to put some people in place that will do what they're supposed to and represent the people. Unfortunately, what's happened is a lot of politicians are representing the corporations who are paying them large amounts of money to get them elected, and or throwing them big expensive dinners and all this other stuff. But then the voice of the people is just kind of being shouted over, like that rude person at the party that just keeps insisting on talking over you. That's exactly what's going on.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So
You're always asking other people for their opinion.
there we have it.
Think about this.
That's the target, folks. Target. Zooming in on the corporate power that said that the Marine Corps could not collect for Toys for Tots because people who donate to Toys for Tots were not their targeted demographic. Right. I guess what I should have said back was maybe corporations that aren't targeting people who donate to Toys for Tots are not the kind of people I'm going to spend my money on because they're not within my targeted demographic.
Nice.